Right friends, welcome back to News at a Glance for 13th week. Collapse of under construction Vivekananda Road flyover in Kolkata resulted in death of 24 people. This under construction bridge for several years collapsed suddenly, and this is being constructed by IVRCL, a company from Hyderabad. MCLR is marginal cost of funds based lending rate came into force with effect from 1st April 2016. In this context, I would like to tell you this prime lending rate concept came in 1996 and BPLR came into existence in 2003, and at the time it was felt that BPLR was not transparent, and subsequently base rate came into force in the year 2010, and now base rate is replaced by MCLR from 1st April 2016. Under the base rate, banks use it to calculate their cost of funds on average method. But under marginal cost of funds based lending rate, these banks are now calculating their cost of funds based on the recent deposit interest rates. That is the major difference. Right friends, and one more important point is previously base rate used to be unique for all the tenures, and now at least 5 MCLR rates are required to be announced by banks every month. That means now MCLR is being announced for 5 tenures. Right? Tata Steel decided to exit the steel making business in United Kingdom. Tata purchased Chorus in the year 2007. The important acquisitions made by Ratan Tata include Chorus Steel, Jaguar Land Rover, then Tetley Tea, and then Pierre Hotel in New York. Now, Tata decided to sell Chorus, and present head of Tata Group is Cyrus Mistry. Government allowed 100% FDI through automatic route in marketplace model of e-commerce. If you want more about marketplace model and inventory model, please listen to other modules. India's biggest ever land, naval and homeland security exhibition, popularly known as the DEF Expo 2016, was held in Goa, and don't forget it is the 9th edition and was held for the first time outside Delhi, and the theme for this year is Rise of Futurism. Mission Bhagirath and Mission Kakatiya are the projects of Telangana state. Mission Kakatiya attracted nationwide attention, and it assumed significance in view of the drought conditions across the country, because this Mission Kakatiya emphasizes desilting of tanks and water bodies, and Mission Bhagirath pertains to provision of drinking water to the remotest parts of the state. Look into the next one. President's rule was imposed in Uttarakhand, and Article 356 is the article which empowers President to proclaim President's rule in any state. If the President feels that there is a breakdown of constitutional machinery, or you can say state cannot function as per the provisions of the Constitution, then President can impose, and the matter has gone to Uttarakhand High Court. And two things don't forget. One is Governor of Uttarakhand is K.K. Pal, and Uttarakhand High Court is situated in Nainital. From 1st April, it became mandatory to cover 85% of the packet area for all tobacco products, including cigarettes, BDs, and non-smoking tobacco, and 85% of the area is to be covered with pictorial warnings, and previously it was 40%. Parliamentary committee recommended 50%, but government introduced 85%, and it came into effect from 1st April 2016. And the manufacturers of cigarettes, BDs are agitating over this issue. Sergei Karjakin won the 2016 FIDE World Chess Candidates Tournament, and this was held in Moscow, and he is Ukrainian-born Russian chess grandmaster. P. Sushila Mohan entered the Guinness Book of World Records for singing most number of songs in 12 Indian languages. As per the record submitted to Guinness Book of World Records, She sang 17,695 songs in 12 Indian languages, out of which more than 10,000 are in Telugu and more than 6,000 in Tamil language. Haryana became the first state to introduce injectable contraceptive, and don't forget, this was launched with the assistance of non-governmental organization, that is Pathfinder International, and the Chief Minister launched this with the name Project Salamati, and this injectable contraceptive will be available free of cost in public health centers in 4 districts across Haryana. Narendra Modi was recently honored with Saudi Arabia's highest civilian honor, the King Abdulaziz Shah, by King Salman recently when our Prime Minister visited Saudi Arabia, and this was awarded to citizens of not only Saudi Arabia but also foreigners for meritorious service to the kingdom. Don't forget, Saudi Arabia's capital is Riyadh and currency is Saudi Riyal. Memorandum of Understanding was signed between Asian Development Bank and USAID. USAID means United States Agency for International Development. So, Memorandum of Understanding was signed between ADB and USAID for development of solar parks in our country, and it will facilitate a loan of $848 million, and these will be developed on PPP model, and initially Rajasthan will be focused. Tin Gya became the first civilian president of Myanmar since 1962. The country is under military rule from 1962. Aung San Suu Kyi's party NLD got sufficient majority to form government, but Aung San Suu Kyi cannot become president because of constitutional bar. Now, Tin Gya became the first civilian president, but the real power rests with Aung San Suu Kyi. Oscar-winning actress Patty Duke passed away, and she was from United States of America, and she won Oscar award for The Miracle Worker at the age of 16 years. 13th edition of India European Union Summit was held in Brussels, Belgium. Our Prime Minister participated, and from European Union side, it was attended by Donald Tusk, President of European Council, and Jean-Claude Juncker, President of European Commission. These two are the primary organs of European Union, and at the same time, please remember the 12th edition of India European Union Summit was held in New Delhi in the year 2012. Supreme Court approved Union Government guidelines to protect Good Samaritans. What is the meaning of Good Samaritans? If some accident took place, you are taking the person to the hospital, then unnecessarily you are being harassed nowadays. That's why if some incident happens, people are not going that side, fearing action from police, and so as to protect Good Samaritans, Supreme Court approved Union Government guidelines, and these are based on the recommendations of K.S. Radhakrishnan Committee and now approved by the Supreme Court bench. And these will be binding on all the states and union territories till Union Government enacts a law to this effect. Every year, 2nd April is observed as the World Autism Awareness Day. The theme for this year is Autism and the 2030 Agenda, Inclusion and Neurodiversity. Haryana Legislative Assembly recently passed bills stipulating minimum educational qualifications for contesting in urban local bodies. All of you are familiar with Haryana's imposition of minimum educational qualifications for contesting in Panchayat Raj institutions in rural areas, and now Haryana government brought another law specifying minimum educational qualification for contesting in urban local bodies also. The author of Legends of the Fall, Jim Harrison, died at the age of 78, and his first book of poetry, Plain Song, was published in 1965. He belongs to Michigan in United States of America. The 4th Nuclear Security Summit 2016 was held in Washington DC, United States of America on 31st March, 1st April, and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended, and it is the initiative of Barack Obama, and 53 countries and 5 international organizations including International Atomic Energy Agency participated in the summit. The Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar flagged off India's first indigenously made composite sonar dome, and this sonar dome is a very critical component in Navy warships, and this was inaugurated at DEF Expo 2016 which was held in Goa. The Public Security or Police Minister General Tran Doi Quang has been sworn in as the new president of Vietnam, and at the same time, please remember, the Assembly also elected its first woman speaker. So, Vietnam has got first woman speaker. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced the creation of Ministry of Happiness. He was inspired from Bhutan, which focused on happiness index when all the other nations are concentrating on development index, and most of the development, please don't forget, comes from adversarial effect on the environment. Now it is a good sign Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister announced creation of Ministry of Happiness. The Shanghai branch of State Bank of India opened a special desk to woo potential Chinese investors under Make in India campaign, and please remember, State Bank of India recently opened Japan desk in New Delhi to act as facilitator for the Japanese whoever are coming to India with a view to invest in our country. And in the India-China Business and Investment Forum, which was held recently, 20 Indian firms participated. Right friends, the Haryana state government plan to improve urban planning in the state through UDAN project. What is the meaning of UDAN? UDAN project is basically with the usage of drones. Drones means unmanned aerial vehicles. Images can be brought with resolution up to 5 centimeters, and with this government wants to improve urban planning. And this is improvement over remote sensing. So, if someone asks UDAN project, this is of Haryana state government basically to improve urban areas. World's first white tiger safari was inaugurated at Mukundpur in Satna district of Madhya Pradesh, and it was inaugurated by Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Taiwan firm Foxconn will take control of Japanese display maker Sharp Corporation, and the deal is worth $3.5 billion. After nearly 4 decades, India and Bangladesh started a direct container feeder service, and this sailed off from Krishnapatnam port, and Bangladesh traders wants to import tires from Chennai, cotton, chilies and tobacco from Guntur area, and textile machineries from Coimbatore. An international conference on number theory was held at the University of Florida, and Mark Strauss announced that an encyclopedia of Srinivasa Ramanujan and his mathematics is being launched by the publishing group Springer. A new Shepherd space vehicle, that is a reusable rocket, landed vertically for the 3rd time, and it was launched by Blue Origin. Blue Origin promoter is Jeff Bezos, and nowadays lot of talk is going on with regard to the reusable rockets, and both the Blue Origin as well as the SpaceX are into promoting reusable rockets. This Blue Origin is promoted by Jeff Bezos, and SpaceX is founded by Elon Musk. Right, and it appears that the future is going to be reusable rockets as the experiments by United States of America scientists comes through. State Bank of India No Queue app is a mobile based virtual queuing application, and customers can book an instant queue ticket for selected services at selected branches. This was launched by SBI recently, and the expected waiting time at the branch and number of customers waiting. These things can be known from the point of booking. Right? This initiative is by State Bank of India. With this, let us conclude news at a glance. Have a nice day. Thank you.